Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this lesson, I am going to show you how you can convert radicals to exponentials and vice versa. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with the first problem. Okay, so we would take the first problem here as the square root of x plus 2y all to the fifth power. So let's take that for example. All right. So what we're going to do here is to look at square roots as that 2 here. Okay. So we also have to know that there's a 2 there. So in order to do this conversion here, we'll just write the radicand first, which is x plus 2y to the fifth power. So and then if we have square roots, a square root will be converted to the exponent 1/2. So I would now raise all to 1/2. So what it means is that I'm going to have the radicand x plus 2y raised to the 5 times 1/2. Okay, and this gives x plus 2y is to the exponent 5 over 2, because 5 times 1/2 is just 5 over 1 times 1 over 2, and that will be 5 times 1 is 5, and 1 times 2 is 2. So that means this will be your final result in exponential. Number 2, we have another expression here. It says 2x squared uh, with 5 or with the fifth root of x to the third power. Okay. Now to convert this, we will have this result here is not in the radical, so we'll just keep it separate, and then we'll just multiply by, take x to the third power and raise it to 1/5, because that's how you convert that. So okay, the fifth root of any radicand will be the radicand to 1/5. Okay, now what we can do is to finish it off by doing 2x squared times, this will be 3 times 1 is 3, and there will be x to the 3/5. All right, so and we could have stopped here, but not yet. All right, so what we can do here is to look at the exponents of x, because you can combine the like terms here. All right, combining like terms, that would mean that you're going to look at x, 2x to the what? 2 plus 3 over 5. So what we're doing here is keeping the bases. Yes, because of the same variable, so they have the same basis. You just keep the x, and then you add the exponents in this case. So that would give 2x, and we know 2 to the fifth will be, 2 plus 3 to the fifth will be done separate. Let's see how we can do that. I'll do that as 2 over 1 plus 3 over 5. So I just wanted to make sure I can simplify this fraction here. So to do that, the common denominator will be 5. All right, so I'll multiply by 5, multiply by 5. So I'll get 10 plus 3 over 5. Yes, because 1 times 5 is 5, and the common denominator will be 5. And then you just add the results. So which means you're looking at 13 over 5. So my final answer will be 13 over 5 with 2x to the 13 over 5. Now let's do another one. Find something interesting again. Next one is y to the negative 3 over 2. Now to do this here, I will have to convert that to the radical form, all right? So right now it is an exponent form or exponential form, and I'm going to have to take it to radical. All right, so what this means to me is the denominator will be the radical, all right? So you have a square root, and then the numerator will be the exponent of y. So I am going to now draw, I'm not going to introduce my square root, and then I have y to the what? To the negative 3. Well, you can do that, but then what I'm seeing here is that there will be, this probably might be a bad approach to do that. So let's take this away, and first of all look at the negative uh, exponent, because every time you have a negative exponent, in order to simplify further, you would write at 1 over y to the 3 over 2. So you got to do the reciprocal of that to make the negative sign go away. All right, so having this means that we're going to have 1 over. Now we can now make the 2 in the denominator become the root, because these are exponents. So it will be the square root of y to the third power. Okay, so yeah, so this is what we get all together. So which means we can just write that expression as 1 over the square root of y to the third power. But again, we learned previously that you can actually rationalize the denominator, and when you rationalize that, you multiply it to itself. It will be y to the third power times y to the third power. Yeah, like that. Good. And then you have on top you have 1 times y to the third power with the square root. Okay, that means you have the square root of y to the third power divided by, after rationalizing, we just get a single y. Okay, but we could stop here, but then I still think that we can simplify this result. So y the square root of y to the third power just means we can use factors. So we can remove all factors. So that means you're looking at y to the squared times what? Y. So which means this square root of y squared will be y now. So we're just going to divide by y. The final result will be y times the square root of y divided by y. All right. You see, this is very interesting. Again, you can cross out, and your final result will be the square root of y. This is a very interesting question. I like this problem. Yes. All right. Okay. So this is how we can do on this part, and I will see you in the next one.